I've done a little bit of research into, what you have available publicly.
Mhm,
And I'm curious as to hear it from you. Can you
mhm.
explain a little bit about organizational culture and its health indicators?
Oh, wow.
Big one for you.
Yeah,
I'm
you just
telling you, Charity is awesome, man.
the
Yeah.
brains. I love it.
Yep, she is.
So it was something I identified, and I want to say again a little bit of happenstance. Um, when I had the chance to look back on the things that we had done right and the things that we had done wrong in our organization at the dealership, the thing that always stood out to me was that we had this amazing culture, um, and and I recognized it when I went into stores that didn't have great culture. And I recognized that the stores that really succeeded at the highest level, you could walk in and you could feel different when you walked in. The way people interacted and engaged, not just with you as a prospect or a business partner or a client, but the way they interacted and engaged with each other, right? Interdepartmentally, how the sales and service departments work together. How did people speak to each other in front of me? And so I started to pay real attention to the values in organizations and what drove them every single day. And so I started to get a little bit more curious. I started to read a whole lot more, and I started to understand that it was a lot more complex than just, hey, let's do the right thing. It was how to create an environment where people feel supported. They feel like they have to be accountable to themselves and to their fellow coworkers and the organization that they serve. And so I started to identify certain hallmarks within each one of these successful operations that I went into. I had the good fortune of going outside of automotive too and seeing how businesses operated outside of automotive. And so here are a couple of things that I noticed that made a difference, and it was consistent in every one of these organizations that achieved at very high levels. First and foremost, that they always had really high quality people. And when I say high quality people, I'm not talking about their talents or their skills. They were high quality, good people. They started there and then taught them the skills. They had structures in place that would help people develop the skills that they needed in order to succeed and achieve the kind of career goals and professional goals that they had coming into the organization. And so they spent a lot of time making sure they had the right person to start with, right type of person to start with, that matched the core values of their organization, and then invested a lot of resources in terms of time, mentoring, capital investment in them to give them the kind of skills that they needed in order for them to succeed. And the collective success of each one of those people within the organization, held together by really healthy communication between each individual and the departments themselves,
Hmm.
helped the organization achieve the kind of success that they were looking for. Now, on the
Powerful.
flip side, in organizations or dealerships where you don't see that, where it's cutthroat, where people don't care about each other, where there's a low level of accountability, there's a ton of apathy, which is an absolute
Oh,
culture killer.
poison. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Where people don't care because you don't show them that you care. You can walk in and you feel the 180-degree antithesis of what I just described. And so
It literally is 180 degrees too.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is. I think Peter Drucker said it, that culture eats strategy for breakfast.
Yeah.
And the point that he was making was that, you could be the smartest people in the world, but if you don't have that good core value and that heart to do the right thing and do business in a way that's going to serve as opposed to get served, it's going to be a tough road.